Welcome back to the Chicago Tomahawk. I'm Mike. I got my line mate Matt with me, and today we're going to go over some round two action. It's been even better than the first round, and you know what, Matt? So I'll be honest, man. I don't remember the playoffs being this exciting in probably years. We had multiple game sevens in the first round, and this second round has gone off with a bang. Let's start off with the Tampa Panthers game one recap. Is Braden Point still out?
Yes, Braden Point is out.
You know, something that I was thinking about this series is I'm putting it in Tampa's favor, but then hearing that Point is out, I was like, oh, I don't know, because he's a very big performer for them, and he hasn't been playing. Tampa's up. What is it? 2-0?
2-0 after today. Yep.
And they're going to Tampa?
Going back home to Tampa. Yes, sir.
Do you think that this could be a 4-game route?
Oh, well, after the game tonight, man, they got Russ Colton, I believe, scored with 3 seconds left. That is a backbreaker going to Florida. I mean, the team thought they were going to OT. You know, hey, we're going in the locker room. We're confident. Let's get the goal. And it just deflated that team. The crowd was stunned and
quiet.
I really think that they could sweep the way they're playing. Tampa's just grinding it out, winning close games.
If they win game 3, it might actually be a guarantee that they close it out in 4.
Oh yeah, the numbers, are against the Panthers if they're up 3-0. Only 10 teams in the history of sports have come back from a deficit that big.
Yeah, it's incredible. So, who do you have is leading this Tampa team in the right direction?
Well, you know what? After watching tonight, I thought Steven Stamkos, the captain, had a great game. He was blocking shots. I think he's banged up too. Mm-hmm. I think that he put a puck on net, and Corey Perry, actually, he's another game breaker this series. He's been really good too this playoffs. Good signing by Tampa. Just guy was built for the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think that, but Stammer, I think, has been really good, man. He's been a really good leader out there.
On the Panther side, what do you think is going on with this team right now?
You know what, man? They're right there. They just had some missed assignments, and it really, really hurt them. Connor Verhaeghe, I think his name's Connor Verhaeghe. His first name's Connors. I know his last name's Verhaeghe, but he's been red hot since winning that last series against the Capitals. But even Bobrovsky, man, he had a really good game tonight too. He just didn't get any help at that last play, and that guy just buried it on him. But I think if Bobrovsky could play the way he has been playing, I think that they got to win the next game. It's a must win. If they lose this game, it's over. So he's got to be the best he can since pretty much those Columbus days. He was elite back then.
They might even pump Vasilevsky up, which you don't really need to do,
No, yeah, he's solid in that. We know how he is. He's just an absolute beast, man.
Moving on to the Canes and Rangers. Canes win in a thriller. I believe that was 2-1. Sebastian Aho had a goal with about, I think it was 2 minutes and 33 seconds left in the third period, and that tied it at 1-1. And then they scored in overtime to take that game. It was kind of funny. I went to put the kids to bed. I threw out the trash, and the game was over. I was like, "Holy smoke, that was quick!"
The last person you'd think would score the goal, Ian Cole, his second career playoff goal. He's not a big goal scoring defenseman. He's
right.
He even said, "I'm not paid to score goals. I'm not paid to put up points. I'm paid to shut down guys and just do my job." And they interviewed him today on XM, and he was very knowledgeable guy. He goes, "You know what? I skated. I saw that their team was very tired. Some guys were out there a long time, and you know what? I was looking to pass the puck, but you know what? I didn't really have a clear opening, so I put it on net. Sure enough, that it deflected off a Ranger stick and went right over Shesterkin, and game winner, biggest goal of his life.
Incredible, man, incredible." Yeah. Do you think that looking at this Canes team and looking at this Rangers team, you actually have a very similar look when you look at them. It's not until you look a little bit deeper that you see a Canes team that's had heartbreak in the playoffs. They have playoff experience that they can use. And the Rangers, on the other hand, they don't have that experience. Do you think that gives the Canes an edge?
Yeah, I think that they're just so well coached. They get so much depth. And they're doing this with Antti Ranta in net. And nothing against Antti Ranta, but he is not Freddie Anderson. But Antti Ranta, he's like a 1B kind of goalie on any other team, maybe even a backup. Dude, he's been playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
And when you have a goalie like that, just the next man up type mentality coming in like that, that's a huge boost to the team. They're like, this guy's stopping everything. They're playing with confidence. Like even Sebastian Aho, man, he skated right through the Rangers yesterday.
He did.
You got to put that guy on his ass if he's skating through you like that. He made a great move. Shesterkin made the first save, and he buried it. I mean, that can't happen in the playoffs. Like you said, that's just an experienced playoff team that's so hungry to get over that hump. And I think they're going to beat the Rangers the way they're playing. They're just so well coached, man.
Sebastian Aho is also mixing it up quite a bit with a few guys. He's not messing around, man.
Yeah, I think the whole team they're all on the same page. They're all, cheering for each other.
Yeah.
And I think that's huge, man.
Yeah.
It's like a big family.
100%. And actually, you can actually compare them to Calgary in a way. We'll get to that in a minute. Do you think that the Rangers, with all the talent that they have, and, they are a pretty tough team to play against, do you think that they have what it takes to beat this Canes team?
I don't think so this year. I think the Rangers are going to be a good team for the next couple of years. They got some decisions to make, but when you got a goalie like Shesterkin, that's a great building. Yeah, and their backup's good. He's another good backup goalie. They got some good goaltending depth. Like we always joke about these teams that, they got two good goalies and they're still drafting good goalies, and the Hawks can't find one. We've had like two good ones in the last 20 years.
Yeah,
But yeah, the Rangers are close. I don't think that they're quite on like the Tampa Bay, Carolina Hurricane level yet. But they draft well. They got some young guys. I know they got that Lafreniere and Capo Caco. They're getting some experience gameplay. So you got to hope that they get better, and maybe they can add in some pieces, because the Rangers are pretty famous for doing that. They'll spend some money to get a free agent name in there to help.
Yeah, Capo Caco and Lafreniere, they're getting some really good experience. This is the kind of experience that can take these guys from good prospects to great NHLers. Moving on to the Flames and Oilers, this was game one was I was not prepared for this one. I think it was 4-1 at one point. Then this game ended up 8-6, didn't it? Or 9-6?
9-6, the final. Yeah.
9-6 Flames. Incredible. I was telling my wife that the Oilers, this can't be the Conor McGregor show, and but
he's back.
He's back. But McDavid, man, he needs help in there, man. He needs help from all four lines to beat this Calgary team. Evander Kane went in and he was trying to mix it up with Lucic. By the way, Lucic gave a legal hit to McDavid.
Yeah,
and the Oilers didn't like it. It's like, you know what? At that point, if I was Calgary, I would say everybody put a body on Connor McDavid.
Yep,
everybody.
Old-time hockey, man. Playoffs.
Do not let this guy get ahead of steam. Do not let this guy start circling around in the neutral zone, waiting for the puck to come back to him so he can come in at 100 miles an hour. Don't do that. Once he does that, it's over.
Yep.
When does this guy when this guy gets up to speed, nobody's going to stop him. He's just too fast and he's too talented. And but I'll tell you what, that was a great game. Johnny Hockey showed up. Lucic, I've never rooted for Lucic in my life up until last night when Evander Kane, and I don't know Evander Kane, I don't know if he was trying to save face, trying to challenge Lucic. Evander Kane is a pretty tough guy, but I wouldn't fight Milan Lucic, would you?
No. He even though he shops at Baby Gap, I don't know if you've seen his clips of him walking into the locker room. His shirt's like 3 sizes too small because he's like, yeah, I'm huge. But
Oh, really?
no, I would not mess with that guy either. He looks like just a maniac.
He's a caveman, dude.
Yeah, he's you know what though? If he was on my team and he was protecting me out there,
Oh yeah.
I look at him like somewhat of an enforcer type of role guy who could put pucks
Skill.
in the net.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it would be cool to see him and Reeves go at it because I think Lucic has got some more skill.
Yeah.
And, he's won a cup before. He's got some experience. It's good to have him on this team. I know, what's his name? Matthew Tkachuk had a great game last night. He had a hat trick game, and he was mixing it up with Evander Kane.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that drama unfold.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. He was telling him, "You need some money," referencing his legal and money
Bankrupt,
troubles that he's got. And these guys are just going to keep on going, man.
I like that. I know Twitter does not like that. They're, that's not good for his mental health. I'm like, yeah, you know what else isn't good for your mental health? Beating your wife. So yeah, he's got everything he's got coming to him.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's genius on Kachuk's part.
Oh yeah.
He is a mind game type of guy.
Oh, dude, he's
if you get into the minds of these guys, they're not going to play hockey. They're going to be like, I got to go get this prick. He's going to skate up to me. I'm going to give him a shot.
Yeah,
and then like you said with Lucic too, if McDavid is seeing a big old Milan Lucic skating at him, he's not going to really worry about scoring too many goals or skating it through guys. He's going to get knocked on his ass. So, I mean, the Flames, that's a perfect game one for them. I mean, not really perfect, but getting the win is the main thing. They had a couple leads, and they kind of gave the Oilers some life. But
yeah,
Mike Smith was terrible. And they brought in Koskinen. He wasn't any better either. But I think it's going to be a lot tighter in game 2. I think it's probably going to be like a 3-2 type of game.
Yeah.
But it's going to be nasty. I think it's going to be real nasty old-time hockey.
Daryl Sutter's like, hey, after the score went over 4 goals, he's like, oh, hey, what's going on here?
Yeah, that's like 4 games for a Daryl Sutter team, getting 9 goals.
Yeah. Brady Tkachuk was out there cheering his brother. I give him credit for that. Some Sens fans are upset about that. And you know what? Look, I get it. He's a senator, and he's cheering for his brother, but it's his family.
It's his brother.
Can he not like cheer for him, or should he be like, yeah, fuck him? He's my brother, but I'm a senator, so now that I'm on the Senators, I don't fuck my brother.
Well, it's not like he's got a Flames shirt on. I mean, I think that's actually like against their contract rules. You can't.
I think it is.
Have branding or anything, but
he was
had
wearing
a red shirt on.
He was wearing a Matthew Tkachuk shirt.
He had a red shirt on. His brother's dad was there, and he got a hat
beers.
trick. She had like 3 beers in his pockets.
Did you see that? He had a beer in each of his back pockets.
I love that kid.
People were cheering for him, man.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Brady Tkachuk.
Yeah, I mean, he's even bigger than Matthew, isn't he?
He's a moose, man.
Yeah,
that guy.
He is.
And you know what? If the Sens fans are upset about it, well, all right, let's go. Let's make the playoffs. So you don't have to see him in the stands at the Flames game.
Right.
So the Senators got to do a better job in drafting players and bringing some players in, and they got to win. So
right.
If you're mad about it, I mean, tough luck. It's his brother. He's there for his family.
Do you think that it's completely unreasonable for people to think that you shouldn't be cheering on a family member in the NHL?
No, I mean, you see it in football too. I mean, when what Peyton Manning used to be in the Super Bowl, you'd see Eli up there, or vice versa. If it was the other way around, I mean, no, man, they're in the skybox just cheering on their brother. They're fans of the game too. You could tell he's a big hockey fan. He was, I think he was throwing his hat out for his brother. And I think it's fine, man. As long as you're not wearing the your family member's jersey, I think that'd be a little weird,
Yeah. So moving on to the last matchup, Avs versus Blues. Avs lead this one 1-0. Flames lead the Oilers 1-0. If I didn't say that prior, but Avs are leading the Blues 1-0. They're playing tonight, which is Thursday night when we're recording this. It's 0-0 in the first period. Matt, how do you see this series going?
Well, you know what, man? I thought Binnington had the game of his life in game one. Toronto. No, Colorado was all over the freaking Blues. I felt bad for the Blues. They couldn't even get possessions at a couple, shifts. There was like a big time frame of just Colorado coming and coming and coming, and I think they hit like 5 crossbars.
Wow.
So it was they were relentless. But I thought Binnington was good, man. They couldn't get him the win. I think it was a 2-1 OT game, right?
Yeah.
He had like 60 something saves, or maybe even 70, I forget, but he was on fire. Great game. The Avs are just too much, man. They're so powerful. They just keep attacking and attacking. But if the Blues want to beat these guys, they got to really just slow the game down and play like they did when they won the Cup. They were real physical, finishing checks, making smart plays. And you cannot give Colorado any power play time. They got too many talented puck movers. Cale Makar, Taves, McKinnon could skate right through. They got to really kind of slow the game down to, keep it even.
What do they do? What do the Blues? What do you think that they do? They need to start hitting McKinnon. Do they need to start hitting Makar? In which way can they slow this game down?
The Blues kind of they're like the Boston Bruins of the West, in my opinion. I think that the style, they could skill it up, but they could also play physical and in your face and really smart. I don't know if physicality is the right thing. I think they need just to get pucks in deep, forecheck, put some bodies on their defensemen, wear them out. And you know what? It's hard with Colorado. They're a puck possession team, like a 2010 Hawks kind of team. It's very hard to play against them. So it's the little things, man. You got to win faceoffs. You don't want Colorado getting an easy faceoff win. So they hold the puck for another 5 minutes. It's just like you got to grind it out on these guys. I'm still hoping they make it to 7, but after watching that game, Binnington cannot hold on that long. They're going to kill him.
Yeah, I agree. So I've got, man, this is great. I think this is the best playoffs it's been in quite a while.
Oh, yeah.
Really excited. Tampa, I really expected these first 2 Tampa Panthers games to be much closer. And maybe like one and one apiece. But man, it just goes to show you never know. This is incredible. I can't wait to get a weekend of hockey in, and then we'll come back and hit this up again on Monday. So if you haven't had a chance, do us a favor, hit subscribe. We're going to be still picking out 2 podcasts a week until maybe the Western Conference Finals, and then we might switch it up a bit where we're podcasting maybe after every 2 games or so, just to keep everybody updated. But we'll see how it goes. Everybody take it easy. Thank you for listening, and we'll catch you on the next one. This is the Tomahawk, and we're out of here.